What's up everyone, we're going to be going to the best NFL player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 20 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got 2 picks wrong and got 20 right, which is a 90% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 90% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 90% win rate and get 20 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $2,325 just yesterday, and another member who won $4,702 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. So quick shout out to Justin Lott B1B who said, bro, I've been watching for a year now, you the real deal. Also shouts out to Buy VC Bum who said this cash, and also shouts out to Justin's Berry 755 who said I caught that Raiders joke. So shouts out to them, and if you do want to win a shout out in the next video, all you have to do is comment down below in this video and like it, and you can be in the running to win a shout out in the next one. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So the first pick we're talking about is none other than Trevor Lawrence. Now obviously guys, there is only one NFL game for today, so a lot of the picks will definitely have some overlap, but looking at this first one, we are going to be looking at Trevor Lawrence for total pass completions, and this one is actually for 20.5 and this one is for more. Now, looking at, someone like Trevor Lawrence, we have definitely seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games. Now, looking at those 5 games, you see on December 2nd, faced off against Houston, actually had 4 pass completions there. After that, we also saw them face off against none other than Carolina. On September 8th, had 19 pass completions. Then against Cincinnati, had 24 pass completions on September 15. September 22nd, faced off against Houston, had 20 pass completions, and then 21 pass completions against San Francisco on September 29th. So we have seen Trevor Lawrence go on the over in 2 out of the last 5, but as I always mention, especially, in past videos, that when it comes to some of these picks, you also do have to realize one of those games was actually from last season. So when we actually look at the last 4, we have seen him actually go on the over in 2 out of the 4 games, which does give him a little bit of a better percentage. Now, his average over the last 5 is 17.6, and even the times that he has missed his line, in the games this season, he's actually gotten very close, which is what I like to see there. So it definitely gives us high hopes that, his usage rate does remain high in this situation. Now, coming into this matchup, we do also know when it comes to Trevor Lawrence, we do know that, they do have themselves a very good matchup against none other than Kansas City Chiefs. So Jacksonville Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, great matchup there. Now, looking at where both these teams do rank, starting off with the Jaguars, we do know Jaguars actually have gotten off to a pretty good start to the season. They currently have 3 wins and 1 loss. That's a 75% win percentage. On top of that, they are 2-0 from home, 1-1 from away, and are currently on a 2-game win streak. Now, on top of that, they face off against none other than Kansas City Chiefs, where Chiefs have definitely struggled just a little bit so far because they actually rank 3rd in the AFC West, while Jaguars rank 2nd in the AFC South. So looking at Chiefs, we do know Chiefs have a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, 50% win percentage. On top of that, they are 1-1 from home, 1-1 from away, and are currently on a 2-game win streak. So Chiefs are looking to keep their win streak alive. So are Jaguars. So one of these teams is definitely going to have their win streak snapped. But looking at, someone like Trevor Lawrence and also Jacksonville and how they have done so far this season, we do know when it comes to Jacksonville, we have seen them be a very high, usage rate when it comes to passing. Obviously, coming into this matchup, we do know that, as we mentioned before, Trevor Lawrence has gone on the over in 2 out of the last 4, but even the games he has missed, he's gotten very, very close. But we do also see when it comes to the Jaguars, they do actually rank high when it comes to pass attempts, and also on top of that, pass completions as well. Now, they do actually rank 9th, which I think is fantastic to see. Trevor Lawrence has definitely had high volume when it comes to actually pass completions. Obviously, volume is different to completions, but overall we also do see that Jaguars do rank high when it comes to completions, as they do rank actually 4th when it comes to completion. So not only do they have very high attempts, but they are able to do it at a very high rate. They rank 2nd when it comes to completion percentage with 58.3%. So as you see, we are expecting the volume to definitely be there coming into this game. We do know Kansas City Chiefs have shown time and time again that they are a great team, but coming into this next one, we definitely do, or in this next season, or this season right now that we're in, we have definitely seen Kansas City Chiefs struggle just a little bit. So that's why coming into this matchup, we do very much like the over and are expecting Trevor Lawrence to, kind of take advantage of this here. So for that reason, Trevor Lawrence, 20.5 pass completions for more, I think is a fantastic pick. Now, getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about none other than Isaiah Pacheco. Now, this one's a fantastic one because this one is actually for, total receptions for 1.5, and this one actually is for less. Now, looking at Isaiah Pacheco, we actually have seen him go on the under in 3 out of the last 5 games. Now, similar to the other, situations, some of these games are from this season, while one of them is actually from last, but still going through all 5 games, we do see February 10th faced off against Philly, had 1 reception there. Then faced off against LA, had 2 receptions on September 6th. Then Philadelphia again had 1 reception on September 15th. Faced off against the Giants, New York Giants at that, 1 reception September 22nd, and then 2 receptions against Baltimore on September 29th. So we have seen Isaiah Pacheco go on the under in 2 out of the 4 games from this season, to be more specific, and his average over the last 5 is also 1.4. Now, as we all know, Isaiah Pacheco does play for Kansas City, and they face off against Jacksonville, as we all know. And looking at this matchup more in depth, when it comes to rankings, just to remind you all again, Chiefs do rank 3rd in the AFC West with a 2-2 record. 1-1 from home, 1-1 from away, and are currently on a 2-game win streak. And when it comes to their matchup, which is Jacksonville Jaguars, we do know that they rank 2nd in the AFC South, have 3 wins, 1 loss, 75% win percentage, are also 2-0 from home, 1-1 from away, and are currently on a 2-game win streak. So it's definitely been very, very interesting for both of these teams and how they have performed so far. We are definitely expecting, a very, very interesting matchup between both of these teams. But looking at Isaiah Pacheco, we do very much like the under for this situation here. Now, when we actually look at Jacksonville Jaguars, we do see that Jacksonville do rank very high when it comes to actually restricting reception to the running back position. So we definitely see that happening here. Now, for someone like Isaiah Pacheco, we definitely have seen him most likely go on the under in a sense against tougher teams when their defense is very strong. Jaguars have definitely shown that so far this season. They are a pretty strong team defensively, as I mentioned, when it comes to restricting receptions to running backs. And that's why coming into this matchup, we do very, very much like the under for this one. When we actually look at what the bookies are saying, bookies also have him favored for the under as well. So that works out in our favor there. So for that reason, we do very, very much like the under for this one. So Isaiah Pacheco, 1.5 receptions for less, I think is a fantastic pick. Now, getting to the next one, we're actually going to be talking about none other than Travis Etienne Jr. Now, Travis, great player, as we all know, and this one is a fantastic one for actually a longest reception. So this one is a great one for longest reception for actually 7.5, and this one is for more. Now, looking at Travis, we actually have seen him go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games. Now, looking at this, or at these last 5 games, we do see against on January 6th faced off against Indianapolis, and actually had 14 as the longest reception there. That was obviously from last season, but looking at more at this season, we see on September 8th against Carolina, we did see him actually have 7 as the longest reception there. After that, faced off against Cincinnati on September 15th, had 11 as the longest reception, 0 as the longest reception against Houston on September 22nd, and against San Francisco only had 1 as the longest reception on September 29th. So it has definitely been pretty interesting there. Now, obviously, coming into this matchup, we do also know when it comes to Travis Etienne, we do know that Jacksonville faced off against Kansas City Chiefs. Now, we do know where both these teams rank, so I don't think I need to repeat that again. But the reason why we do very, very much like the over for this one is that when it comes to Kansas City Chiefs defense, it has definitely been very, very poor. Now, they do allow a lot of receptions just in general and do allow a lot of receptions as well to the running back position, which is what, someone of Travis Etienne Jr.'s caliber is like. And that's why coming into this matchup, we are expecting that Kansas City are going to give a lot of reception opportunities to someone like Travis, and we definitely can see him going on the over due to the fact that Kansas City Chiefs defense has just been definitely poor. So really no disrespect to them as a team, but we definitely do look at the stats and see that they have done a very, very poor job defensively, and we are expecting someone like Travis Etienne Jr. to be able to take advantage of it, no doubt about it. Now, when you also look at what the bookies are saying, bookies also have him favored further over as well, so that works out in our favor there. So Travis Etienne Jr. 7.5 as the longest reception for more, I think is a great pick.